Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Ideally, we take 3 points off Swansea. Obviously, that takes us closer to them, so we may have the opportunity to be higher than our 9th position last year. So there's still a lot to play for. It's something that we've used as a motivation right through the season, and it's something that we intend to look at and use from now to the end of the season. We haven't got long to go now, so it's getting to the point where we can look at what we've done this year and see if we've achieved the points total that we had last year, which obviously was a record in the Premier League. Then I think we'd all gain more satisfaction from that amount this year, just because of the injuries that we've had to key players, influential players, creative players that we've got at the club. But for long periods they've been unavailable. So to still be in with an opportunity of beating our highest total of last year, we're still in the mix for that, then I think that's a real positive for us this year.
Mark, Peter Odemwingie has a lot of fuss about his comeback, but when he did finally come on, his passing was sublime, his positioning was excellent. Is that something that you think you've really missed this season?
I think, yeah, certainly it goes without saying. Ideally we would have wanted the ability of Peter available for a lot more games than we were able to have him for. I don't know how many games he played. Actually, he had a late return, so he missed pre-season as well, so we didn't see a great deal of him then. And then when he did get up to speed for Premier League action, obviously he did his knee against Man City, so he's been a long time out. But the reaction of the crowd was fantastic when he came on, and that was probably a little bit behind my thinking in terms of getting involved, because we know at the moment he's not quite ready to start games, but we're hoping to address that this weekend, and on Monday we've got a game rearranged here, so he'll play a bigger part in that than he has done in the first team against Wolves. So hopefully after the Wolves game, if he comes through that fine, then he'll be ready for possibly starting games, which maybe he's not quite ready for at the moment. But yeah, he looked sharp, he looked ready for the work. It wasn't a case of putting him at risk. He was never at risk. He's done a lot of work for a long time now, and I think that showed when he came on. He was able to make the impact that I hoped he'd make.
Did you plan to play him, or did you think he could turn the game?
No, we had conversations in the week and in the last couple of weeks prior to making the decision to get him involved. We thought it was the right thing to do for Peter, and the right time for him to get him involved. And when I discussed them, I think I mentioned it to you last week, that obviously when I let him into my intentions of involving him, then he was delighted. You could tell that he was really focused and really looking forward to it. And he's had a good week since, and I think that's because he's taken that big step psychologically to getting back onto a Premier League pitch and playing and making an impact. So he's cleared a big hurdle this week. Hopefully he'll start again before the end of the season. Jeff has got tightness in his hamstring. He hasn't trained all week. He'll train tomorrow. That's the hope anyway. He's quite positive, but obviously we'll see how he goes with the training. It'll only be a light session, so we'll obviously have to factor that in. But the hope is that he'll be able to be available. We've got an injury today to Charlie Adam, unfortunately. Got a bang on the nose, and looks like he's broken his nose. I think he's done it in the past, and it's probably where the weakness is in the nose. As long as that doesn't swell up to any consequence and affect his breathing, then he should be okay. He's obviously got a mask from the last time we did it, so we're all prepared. But that obviously was something that we hadn't anticipated before training this morning. But it's happened, so hopefully it won't compromise him for the game of the weekend.